Everyone, stop writing. We have a cheater in our group, the SAT instructor said, looking directly at me. My friend and occasional enemy leaned over. What did you do? Nothing, I whispered frantically. It was true. I had been focused on my own work, not anyone else's. The instructor moved between each row of desks, slowly. If the person who is cheating comes forward, I won't have to fail all of you. Everyone went eerily quiet at the threat. Was that even allowed? I glanced around at everyone and no one moved. One kid asked, "Can you even do that?" The instructor just put on a bland smile before responding, "Yes." Classmates cried out in response, unable to believe the instructor could do that. Someone tapped me from behind me. I turned to look at the person. It was Danny, and he looked absolutely terrified. "What's wrong?" I whispered to him. "My scholarship rides on this," he whispered fearfully back. "Please, just tell the truth," Danny whispered. "I didn't cheat," I say angrily. The instructor must have heard our conversation because the instructor came over. The instructor looked directly at me as the instructor asked, "Did you cheat, Mr. Charles?" The instructor asked pointedly. "No!" A female classmate yelled out, "Liar! I saw you cheating!" Everyone that sat behind me was suddenly nodding their head or yelling out words saying I cheated. My mouth dropped open in shock as my eyes bugged out. "I didn't cheat. You have to believe me!" I burst out as anger swelled in me. My classmates, who I have helped with studying, setting up tutors, and creating study groups. Suddenly, I was the cheater. "Come with me, Mr. Charles," the instructor stated. My stomach sank. The instructor didn't believe me. No one believed me besides the one who cheated in the first place. I stood up and glanced around. Everyone was staring at me in anger. Not a single person avoided my eyes, which would have been an indicator of guilt. "No," I whisper, standing my ground. The instructor turns around to stare at me. "And why not?" "Because I am not a cheater, and I think you are lying." Everyone's mouths dropped as the instructor stared at me coldly. "You dare accuse me of doing my job unprofessionally?" "I do." I stared straight back. My enemy, Max, who would always cheat off of me, call me names, and bully me during PE class, who always beats me up, stood up, who was placed in front of me. He cheated, and I have proof. My mouth went dry. Something in my gut told me he was the one who cheated. It was always him. "What proof?" the instructor questioned sternly. My enemy frowned as he passed his test and swiped my own to the instructor. "Both of you, follow me now." We followed the instructor out of the classroom that was now filled with whispers. The instructor walked to the dean of the school. "So, Mr. Charles, you cheated on the writing portion of the SATs, the dean said as I shook my head. "But sir, I didn't cheat. That's not what I am reading," the dean stated as he waved the papers. They were identical. It didn't make sense. How did my enemy cheat off of me when he sat in front of me? "Are there no cameras during the test?" I ask with a sinking feeling that there wasn't. The dean just shakes his head. My own head drops as the instructor finally speaks up. "Do you have anything to say?" Max puffed out his chest. "I believe in telling the truth. I was obligated to say something." The instructor looks at the dean. The dean nods at the instructor. "You will not be allowed to ever take the SATs here ever again." My shoulders slump forward. Max just smiles evilly. "Come along." The instructor grabbed Max's shoulder. "You heard the dean. You are to leave immediately." I was absolutely shocked that the instructor was talking to Max and not myself. I was even more shocked when the instructor and dean of the school were talking directly to Max and not myself. My head snaps up in surprised shock at not being blamed, just as Max shouts, "What? I saw you use your glasses and the reflection it casts from the lights and side mirror to cheat." My mouth drops open. "So, I'm not?" The dean just smiles at me as I am flooded with relief. They knew I didn't cheat. "You will have to retake the test, but it will not affect any of your finances or scores." All I could do was blubber out, "Thank you."